What if, right now, there are conversations happening all around you, silent, invisible, complex conversations you simply haven't noticed? Forget simple barks, meows, or chirps. What we're about to explore is a secret universe where every movement, every vibration, every glance carries meanings as deep as any human word. For centuries, we believed animals acted purely on instinct, like automatic pieces in nature's machinery. But what if we are completely wrong? Today, we're diving into discoveries that reveal animals don't just react. They interpret, negotiate, plan, and even feel in astonishing ways. Get ready for a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about animal intelligence. Take a deep breath, because your perspective on the animal kingdom is about to change forever. For so long, we repeated the same narrative. Animals act on instinct. That phrase, so simple and comfortable, seemed to explain everything. But as science progressed, that view began to fade like mist under sunlight. Researchers uncovered communication patterns so complex that they simply cannot be classified as automatic reflexes. Animals convey intentions, emotions, warnings, and even strategic messages that involve decision-making and interpretation. Some adjust their behavior depending on the individual they're interacting with. This isn't instinct, it's choice. Others modulate signals to deceive predators or cooperate with their group. Each new study opens doors to the realization that animals don't just express, they mean. And that meaning shapes their worlds, their relationships, and their invisible societies. The myth of mere instinct ends here. Now imagine, just for a moment, being able to perceive these hidden conversations. Picture a bee dancing in spirals to indicate the exact direction of a flower miles away. Imagine whales exchanging messages that echo across an entire ocean, discussing routes, dangers, and even family bonds. Think of birds using microsound frequencies our human ears can't even detect to send highly specific emergency alerts. None of this is just survival. It's a rich network of codes, emotions, and intentions that we ignored for decades. Today, we peel back these layers, revealing a world so complex that you'll probably never look at an animal the same way again. The real question is, are you ready to decode what they've been trying to tell us all along? We've always tried to simplify animal communication. Barking means danger, meowing means hunger, singing means mating. But this limited view ignores the full complexity behind every sound and gesture. Animals combine signals, change intensities, and build patterns that shift depending on the context, just like we do with our words. A dog doesn't wag its tail the same way for everyone. It adjusts the rhythm, posture, and facial expression as part of the message. Wild parrots use regional dialects. Dolphins have individual names, signature sounds that function as identity markers. When we look closer, we realize animal communication is fluid, adaptable, and full of intention. In other words, we're not dealing with creatures that simply respond to the world, but beings that interpret it. Welcome to a universe where words don't exist, but meaning overflows. Animal body language is so rich it often surpasses our own. Dogs communicate through micro-expressions, from raised eyebrows to subtle muscle tension. Octopuses change color instantly, displaying anger, fear, or curiosity. Ants build entire societies based on pheromones, chemical messages that guide tasks, warn them of danger, and organize their colonies with military-like efficiency. Visual communication is just as extraordinary. Birds display vibrant signals to negotiate space, power, or partnership, while elephants use ground vibrations that can be felt miles away. Every form of communication, chemical, visual, tactile, not only connects individuals, but structures entire species. A silent, profound, and perfect symphony. Animal vocalizations are a world of their own, perhaps the most astonishing of all. Birds craft complex songs with phrases, variations, and even dialects passed down through generations. Whales produce clicks and melodies that function almost like sonic paragraphs, and some species combine different sounds to create new meanings. Vervet monkeys have distinct calls for eagles, snakes, and leopards, and each one triggers a completely different reaction in the group. Research shows that emotional tone matters too. The same sound can mean something entirely different depending on its intensity. And there are species capable of inventing words, combining vocalizations like pieces of a puzzle. If that's not language, then what is? Perhaps the most surprising part of animal communication is this. It's not just genetic, it's learned. Young animals watch adults, imitate signals, refine gestures, and even create new communication patterns within their group. Chimpanzees pass down vocal techniques like cultural traditions. Orcas teach specific signals to coordinate family hunts. Even young birds need teachers to learn the correct song. Without social learning, they lose rhythm, tone, and even meaning. This shows that animals have culture, learning, and communicative evolution. In other words, they don't just communicate, they study how to communicate. When we understand that animal communication goes far beyond instinct, something shifts inside us. We begin to see the animal kingdom not as a collection of automatic beings, but as complex societies deserving of respect and understanding. This new perspective transforms conservation efforts, improves research, and even strengthens our relationships with pets. Every decoded message brings us one step closer to a silent dialogue that has always existed, but has rarely been heard. And now, I invite you to share your own experiences. Have you ever noticed communicative behavior from your pet that surprised you? Have you ever wondered what your animal was trying to tell you? Maybe the real question is, are we finally ready to listen? By the end of this journey, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Understanding animal communication isn't just scientific curiosity, it's a bridge. A bridge that brings us closer to other species, allowing us to interpret needs, emotions, fears, and bonds that once went unnoticed. Every gesture, every sound, every vibration is an invitation to see the world with more empathy. When we learn to interpret this silent language, we strengthen our connection with our pets, protect wildlife more effectively, and create space for more respectful and meaningful relationships with all beings who share this planet with us. Learning to listen to animals is, in many ways, learning to become more human, with more sensitivity and awareness. Now, if you believe this message deserves to reach more people, then I need your help. Like this video, it tells YouTube the content is worth spreading. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you can keep exploring the incredible mysteries of nature with me. And please, share this video with someone who loves animals, someone who, like you, is ready to see beyond the obvious and finally hear what the natural world has been saying for thousands of years. And tell me in the comments, what was the moment you realized your animal was trying to tell you something? Your story could inspire so many others.